For older adults working to manage blood sugar levels and prevent or control type 2 diabetes, cardio exercises like walking or swimming often take center stage. But there's another powerful, often overlooked ally in the fight for better glucose control: strength training. While lifting weights may sound intimidating to some seniors, the truth is that simple, low-impact resistance exercises can significantly improve insulin sensitivity, boost energy, and build the kind of muscle mass that helps the body regulate blood sugar more effectively. As we age, we naturally lose muscle, sometimes up to 3–5% per decade after the age of 30. This gradual decline, known as sarcopenia, not only weakens physical strength and balance, but also contributes to metabolic decline. That's because muscle tissue plays a crucial role in glucose metabolism. It acts like a sponge, soaking up glucose from the bloodstream in response to insulin. The more lean muscle you maintain, the more efficiently your body can manage blood sugar, reducing the risk of spikes, crashes, and long-term insulin resistance. The good news? You don't need to lift heavy weights or join a gym to see these benefits. Simple strength training movements using light dumbbells, resistance bands, or even just your body weight can stimulate muscle growth, improve mobility, and enhance insulin sensitivity, all from the comfort of your home. And these exercises aren't just good for your blood sugar. They also help maintain independence, protect joint health, and improve posture and confidence as you age. Take the example of Harold Brenner, a 75-year-old retired school principal from Albuquerque, New Mexico. After being diagnosed with prediabetes, Harold started a gentle strength training routine 3 times a week with the help of his physical therapist. Within 3 months, his fasting blood sugar numbers dropped into the normal range, and he noticed improvements in energy, balance, and sleep quality. In today's video, we'll explore 7 simple and effective strength training exercises designed specifically for older adults. These moves are low impact, joint-friendly, and most importantly, target the major muscle groups that play a vital role in regulating blood sugar and improving insulin function. Whether you're a beginner or looking to build on an existing routine, these exercises can help you take meaningful steps towards stronger muscles and more stable blood sugar. So grab a pair of light weights or a resistance band, find a sturdy chair, and let's get started. Because strength isn't just about muscles. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to thrive. Move number 1. Seated bicep curls. Build arm strength and activate glucose-hungry muscle fibers. One of the simplest and safest strength training moves for older adults is the seated bicep curl. While it may appear to target only the arms, this exercise plays an important role in improving insulin sensitivity by stimulating muscle fibers in the upper body, particularly the biceps and forearms, which are involved in many everyday tasks like lifting, reaching, and carrying. And because bicep curls engage large active muscle groups, they help the body absorb more glucose from the bloodstream, especially after meals. Muscle tissue is one of the largest sites for glucose disposal in the body. When you perform resistance exercises like bicep curls, you temporarily increase the demand for glucose in the working muscles. This creates a natural pull effect, drawing sugar out of the blood and into the cells, where it's used for energy or stored as glycogen. Over time, regular strength training enhances the muscle cell's responsiveness to insulin, making it easier to maintain balanced blood sugar levels throughout the day. Let's consider the story of Ellen Rios, a 72-year-old retired librarian from Fort Collins, Colorado. Ellen was new to strength training and hesitant to try anything too vigorous. Her doctor recommended starting with seated bicep curls using light hand weights. Ellen began with just 2-pound dumbbells, performing 10 repetitions per arm every other day while seated in a sturdy chair. After 6 weeks, not only did her arms feel stronger, but her post-meal blood sugar readings had improved noticeably, thanks to better insulin sensitivity and increased muscle mass. To perform seated bicep curls safely, sit tall in a chair with your feet flat on the ground and your elbows resting close to your sides. Hold a light dumbbell in each hand with your palms facing forward. Slowly curl the weights toward your shoulders while keeping your upper arms still. Pause briefly at the top, then lower the weights slowly back down. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions per arm, resting as needed between sets. If you don't have dumbbells, water bottles or small cans can be effective substitutes. This movement may be simple, but it delivers real metabolic value. It strengthens one of the most frequently used muscle groups in daily life and gently encourages better blood sugar control with minimal strain on joints. For older adults looking to ease into resistance training while supporting glucose metabolism, seated bicep curls are an excellent place to begin. Easy to perform, easy on the body, and powerfully effective for long-term insulin health. Move number 2. Wall push-ups. A gentle full-body movement that enhances upper body strength and insulin sensitivity. Wall push-ups are a beginner-friendly version of the classic push-up, offering all the blood sugar benefits of strength training without the joint strain. This simple movement engages multiple major muscle groups at once, primarily the chest, shoulders, triceps, and core, making it a fantastic compound exercise for boosting insulin sensitivity. Because these muscles require a significant amount of energy to contract and recover, activating them regularly helps your body become more efficient at absorbing and using glucose. Unlike high-impact or floor-based exercises that may be difficult for older adults with joint concerns or limited mobility, wall push-ups are performed standing upright with support. This makes them ideal for seniors who want a safe yet effective way to improve muscle function and promote healthier blood sugar regulation. The more muscle fibers you activate, the more glucose gets drawn into the cells, lowering blood sugar naturally and enhancing the body's response to insulin over time. Take the story of Genevieve Lau, a 76-year-old retired art teacher from Vancouver, Canada. Genevieve had never done a traditional push-up in her life and struggled with balance due to a recent knee injury. Her physiotherapist introduced her to wall push-ups as a way to gently build strength without risk. She began doing 2 sets of 10 reps against her bedroom wall every morning. After a few weeks, not only did her upper body feel stronger, but her morning blood glucose readings dropped by nearly 10 points. To perform a wall push-up, stand facing a wall with your feet about 2 feet away from it. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Keeping your body straight, bend your elbows slowly and lean your chest toward the wall. Keeping your core engaged. Stop just before your nose touches the wall, then slowly press yourself back to the starting position. Begin with 10 repetitions and build up to 2-3 sets as your strength improves. Wall push-ups are a low-impact way to increase muscle activity and improve blood sugar uptake, especially when done consistently. They also support posture and core stability, 2 essential aspects of aging well. For seniors looking for an accessible strength-building exercise that delivers whole-body benefits, wall push-ups are a powerful, practical addition to any routine focused on boosting insulin sensitivity and staying active for life. Move number 3. Sit to stand from chair. Boost lower body strength and glucose uptake using your own body weight. The sit-to-stand movement is one of the most functional and beneficial exercises older adults can practice daily. At first glance, it may look like a basic movement, simply standing up from a seated position and sitting back down, but its value goes far beyond mobility. This exercise actively engages the quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and core muscles, all of which are large muscle groups that play a critical role in blood glucose regulation. The more these muscles are activated and strengthened, the more efficiently they absorb glucose and improve the body's sensitivity to insulin. What makes sit-to-stand so powerful is its combination of strength training and real-world function. It mirrors the movements we use every day, getting out of bed, standing from the couch, or rising from the dinner table. And because it uses body weight for resistance, it's safe and adaptable for seniors at all levels of fitness. By regularly training these lower body muscles, you not only support balance and independence, but also encourage your muscles to draw more sugar from the bloodstream, lowering blood glucose naturally. Consider the story of Floyd Bennett, an 80-year-old retired mechanic from Duluth, Minnesota. After noticing weakness in his legs and trouble getting out of his favorite chair, his doctor suggested he try sit-to-stand exercises as part of a strength-based routine to help manage his blood sugar. Floyd began performing 2 sets of 10 sit-to-stands every morning and evening. Within a few weeks, not only was it easier for him to move around the house, but his fasting blood glucose dropped by 15 points, simply from using the muscles he relied on every day. To perform this movement, sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the ground and your knees at a 90-degree angle. Cross your arms over your chest or place them in front of you for balance. Lean forward slightly, press through your heels, and stand up slowly and steadily without using your hands. Pause briefly at the top, then slowly sit back down with control. Aim for 10 repetitions and increase the number of sets as you feel stronger. The sit-to-stand exercise not only builds leg strength and core stability, but also helps lower post-meal glucose levels by activating large muscle groups. It requires no equipment, can be done anywhere, and directly supports both metabolic and physical health. For older adults seeking an easy, empowering way to improve insulin sensitivity and maintain independence, this movement is an absolute essential. Move number 4. Standing calf raises. Activate lower leg muscles to support circulation and glucose metabolism. Standing calf raises may seem like a small movement, but they play a surprisingly big role in supporting blood sugar control, especially for older adults. This simple exercise targets the calf muscles, which are part of the largest muscle group in the lower legs, and serve as an important glucose sink that helps absorb sugar from the bloodstream. By strengthening and regularly activating the calves, seniors can improve both insulin sensitivity and lower limb circulation, 2 crucial elements in managing type 2 diabetes and reducing the risk of complications. The calves also act as a secondary pump that helps return blood to the heart. When you perform calf raises, you enhance that pumping action, which improves nutrient delivery to muscles and speeds up the clearance of glucose. For individuals with insulin resistance or those who spend extended periods sitting, stimulating the lower legs through targeted movement like this helps offset the effects of inactivity and sluggish circulation. Take the story of Marianne Lopez, a 73-year-old retired nurse from San Diego, California. After her doctor mentioned the connection between muscle activity and glucose control, she added standing calf raises to her morning routine. Starting with just 10 slow repetitions while brushing her teeth, Marianne gradually worked up to 3 sets daily. After 2 months, she not only noticed less swelling in her ankles, but her post-breakfast blood sugar readings were consistently lower, a reflection of her improved insulin sensitivity. To perform standing calf raises, stand tall behind a sturdy chair or countertop for support. Keep your feet hip-width apart and slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising up onto the balls of your feet. Pause briefly at the top of the movement to engage the calf muscles, then lower your heels back down with control. Begin with 10 to 12 repetitions and aim for 2 to 3 sets, taking short breaks as needed. This movement can be made more challenging over time by increasing the number of reps or adding light ankle weights. It's low impact, safe for the joints, and easy to perform anywhere, making it especially valuable for seniors looking to build strength gradually. By incorporating standing calf raises into your weekly routine, you're doing more than just strengthening your legs. You're activating one of your body's natural mechanisms for glucose disposal. It's a gentle, effective way to improve blood flow, enhance muscle metabolism, and give your body the support it needs to regulate blood sugar more efficiently with each step. Move number 5, resistance band rows. Strengthen the back and improve glucose uptake in major muscle groups. Resistance band rows are a highly effective strength training move for older adults, especially when it comes to improving insulin sensitivity. This exercise targets the upper back, shoulders, biceps, and core, all large muscle groups that, when engaged regularly, help the body absorb and use glucose more efficiently. The rowing motion not only builds strength and posture, but also stimulates muscle fibers in areas that are often underutilized during daily activities, making it a powerful addition to any routine focused on metabolic health. One of the key advantages of resistance band exercises is that they're joint-friendly, highly portable, and adaptable to nearly any fitness level. For seniors who may be new to strength training or concerned about balance, resistance bands allow for smooth, controlled movements with consistent tension. This gentle resistance helps activate more muscle fibers with less strain, promoting improved glucose uptake without overexertion. Let's look at the example of Clarence Yu, a 78-year-old retired jazz musician from Baltimore, Maryland. Clarence began using a resistance band for rows after experiencing back discomfort and rising blood sugar levels. He attached his band to a doorknob and performed 2 sets of 10 rows every other day. Within a month, Clarence noticed better posture, fewer back aches, and, most importantly, a more stable blood glucose curve throughout the afternoon. His physician credited the improvement in part to his growing muscle activity and reduced insulin resistance. To perform resistance band rows at home, anchor a resistance band around a sturdy doorknob or heavy piece of furniture at waist height. Sit in a chair or stand with your knees slightly bent and core engaged. Hold the ends of the band with your palms facing each other. Slowly pull the handles toward your torso, squeezing your shoulder blades together, then release with control. Focus on keeping your elbows close to your body and maintaining a straight spine. Aim for 10 to 12 repetitions, working up to 2 to 3 sets as your strength builds. Resistance band rows do more than just strengthen your upper body. They help maintain muscle mass in areas that are metabolically active and crucial for blood sugar regulation. They also improve posture, which supports better breathing and organ function, both important for long-term vitality. For older adults seeking to build strength while improving how the body processes glucose, resistance band rows offer a gentle yet powerful way to activate underused muscles and promote healthier insulin response. No gym required. Move number 6. Seated leg extensions. Strengthen the quads to boost glucose absorption and support joint health. Seated leg extensions are a simple yet effective exercise that targets the quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs. These muscles play a critical role not only in mobility and balance, but also in glucose regulation. Because the quadriceps are among the largest muscle groups in the body, they have a high capacity to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. When strengthened and activated regularly, they contribute significantly to improved insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control, especially in older adults. This movement is particularly helpful for seniors with limited mobility, arthritis, or joint pain, as it places minimal stress on the knees and hips. It can be performed safely from a seated position and requires no equipment beyond a sturdy chair, though ankle weights or resistance bands can be added over time for greater challenge. The controlled extension of the leg engages both the muscles and the nervous system, stimulating better circulation and encouraging glucose uptake into the active muscle cells. Take, for instance, the story of Beverly Tran, a 77-year-old retired school secretary from Sacramento, California. Beverly struggled with joint stiffness and mild type 2 diabetes. Her physical therapist recommended seated leg extensions as a starting point to help strengthen her legs without aggravating her knees. Beverly began doing 2 sets of 12 reps each morning while seated at her kitchen table. Within a few weeks, she noticed improved strength when climbing stairs, and her fasting glucose readings began trending in a healthier direction. To perform this exercise, sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the ground and hands resting lightly on the seat for balance. Slowly extend one leg out in front of you until it's nearly straight, keeping the thigh pressed against the chair and the toes pointed slightly upward. Hold the position for a second or two, then slowly lower the leg back down. Alternate legs and aim for 10 to 12 repetitions per side, working up to 2 to 3 sets. Over time, seated leg extensions can be made more challenging by adding light ankle weights or looping a resistance band around both ankles. These small progressions continue to activate the quadriceps more deeply, leading to stronger muscles and greater metabolic impact. For seniors looking to improve glucose control while supporting mobility and independence, seated leg extensions are a practical and effective move. They not only make daily activities like walking and standing easier, but also help turn your legs into powerful allies in maintaining healthy blood sugar, one controlled rep at a time. Move number 7. Standing march in place. Engage the whole body to enhance insulin sensitivity and boost circulation. Standing marches may look simple, but they are a surprisingly powerful exercise for older adults aiming to improve insulin sensitivity and overall blood sugar control. This low-impact rhythmic movement activates the legs, hips, core, and stabilizer muscles, all while gently elevating the heart rate. It bridges the gap between strength training and light cardio, offering the combined benefits of muscle engagement and increased blood flow, 2 key factors in helping the body better respond to insulin and efficiently clear glucose from the bloodstream. The alternating leg motion simulates walking, but with more focused muscle activation and better balance training. Each lift of the knee works the quadriceps, hip flexors, and abdominal muscles, areas rich in insulin-responsive muscle fibers. And because this move is done in an upright, weight-bearing position, it naturally encourages circulation, warms the joints, and promotes healthy blood vessel function. Take the story of Patricia Howell, an 81-year-old former dance instructor from Charleston, South Carolina. After being advised to add more movement into her daily routine to manage prediabetes, she began doing standing marches during her favorite radio show each morning. At first, she could only do about 30 seconds at a time. But within a few weeks, she was marching steadily for 5 minutes without stopping. Her doctor later noted that not only had her blood sugar improved, but her resting heart rate and balance had too. To perform a standing march in place, stand tall behind a sturdy chair or near a countertop for balance if needed. Engage your core and begin lifting one knee toward your waist, then lower it and lift the other, mimicking the motion of walking without forward movement. Keep your posture upright, avoid leaning back, and swing your arms naturally at your sides. Aim for 30 seconds to 1 minute at a time, repeating for 3 to 5 rounds as your endurance builds. You can easily modify this exercise by marching slower or faster, depending on your comfort and fitness level. Over time, increasing the duration or adding gentle arm movements can boost the cardiovascular benefits without adding stress to your joints. Standing marches are accessible, energizing, and effective. They're an excellent finisher to any strength routine, helping to flush glucose into active muscles while giving your body a chance to practice coordination and rhythm. For older adults seeking a safe, full-body movement that supports insulin function, balance, and stamina, this simple march in place may be one of the most valuable steps you take. literally. Improving insulin sensitivity doesn't always require intense workouts, complicated gym equipment, or exhausting cardio sessions. As we've seen in today's video, simple, low-impact strength training moves, like seated bicep curls, wall push-ups, chair stands, calf raises, resistance band rows, leg extensions, and standing marches, can have a powerful effect on how your body processes and regulates blood sugar. For older adults, these movements offer a safe, effective, and empowering way to take control of metabolic health right from the comfort of home. Each exercise you perform helps activate key muscle groups that act like natural sponges for glucose, drawing sugar out of the bloodstream and using it for energy. With regular practice, these muscles become more efficient at responding to insulin, which helps smooth out blood sugar spikes, reduce insulin resistance, and support long-term cardiovascular and metabolic well-being. And as a bonus, strength training also improves balance, mobility, bone density, and confidence, making daily life safer and more enjoyable. It's never too late to begin, even if you've never lifted a weight or followed an exercise routine before. Starting with just a few repetitions of these gentle movements a few times a week can make it a meaningful difference. The key is consistency, not perfection. Listen to your body, build gradually, and celebrate the small gains, because every step, every lift, and every stretch is a step toward a stronger, healthier you. If this video inspired you to try any of these exercises, or if you have your own story about how strength training has helped you manage blood sugar, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ActiveHealthCare, your trusted companion for senior wellness, functional strength, and metabolic health, one empowering move at a time.